Okay, it's 95 now. Is there anybody that you wanted to work with prior to that period in time that you didn't get a chance to work with, or you sent out tracks to and they didn't make the album, or prior to 1995, is there anybody that you really want to get some work on and it didn't happen?
That's a good question, and that question comes up a lot. And I'll be honest, I'm in this business, and I got in this business because I really wanted to make some special records. I didn't necessarily have to work with, the biggest, greatest, artists to say, ooh, yeah, I work with. I really wanted to make records that I really thought I was suited best to work with. And there's no doubt I felt that myself and Al, I thought we made perfect Michael Jackson records. I really did.
Yeah.
And we never got that chance. We never got that chance. But I thought that was the perfect marriage of our style with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I see that too. I definitely can see that.
Yeah.
I definitely can see that.
One of my biggest thrills was going to Lionel Richie's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in 88, 89, Motown, flew me and Andre out there to meet him, and, because we were going to do some cuts, and, they brought us right to the man's house, and, just to tell you how big he was up there. When we arrived, he was upstairs looking at his mail for the last 3 years. The man wasn't home for 3 years. He was on tour for 3 years. So he was a big dog, okay? And that never happened. And he was the nicest guy to ever met, and unfortunately, it never happened, So it's good to see. The man hasn't aged, because he looks exactly the way he did 20 years ago.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's still doing his thing, because he deserves it. He's a true professional and a good man, and I just wish I had that shot to work with him.
We continue. 95, I think you also did something with Pebbles.
Yeah.
How many tracks was on that? Did you do 1 or 2 on that album?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
2 on Pebbles.
Let's see. If I could remember, you know what? It's a shame I can't remember the titles. Straight from the Heart, which was the name of the album, and One More Try were the names of the records.
Yeah, she has some big name producers on that album too. Looking back at it.
Yeah, I wasn't in her camp like that, so I don't know what happened, but I know the label was really excited about the album, and it just didn't happen. And she had the records and she had the producers, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So we'll move on. A couple years down the road, you've worked with Johnny Gill, Donell Jones. After that, the group La Day.
Mm-hmm.
What happened with that project? I think that was around 96 or 95, 96, around that time. Now, was that Al B. Shore's group, or?
You know what? I really can't tell you. That Al, his deal at that time was him separate. He had his own label. I had my own production company label. And we pretty much at that time, by 95, 96, we were hiring each other to do work, And he brought me in to, fix up a song or two that he did with Rade, and that was it. And I'm going to tell you, I remember working with the lead singer, and I think his name might have been Tony, if I'm not mistaken. And he did the references for the Johnny Gill record that we did.
Whoa.
Oh, he was crazy. His tone, his voice, he was a really talented guy. And I think what happened with that was it was a Motown thing with Andre, and once the axe came down on Andre, everything fell apart. I just think if that situation would have stayed around, Lade would have been really big, because they had a lot of talent in that group.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I had one of their albums. I don't know if they had 2 albums or 1 album or one that didn't come out. I might have got a promotional of it, but it wasn't that bad.
Right.
I can't remember all the songs on there, but I remember it being a decent album. Johnny Gill, of course, you said the guy from La Day did the demo and for the reference tracks for that.
And see, you know who you forgot? We did a record for 112.
Oh, 112 and Usher.
Yeah, well, you know what? I didn't get on the Usher. I just did like some overdubs. I didn't do any production on that.
On the Usher's first album, right?
First album.
First album, okay. And the 112, right?
Oh man, what's the name? This Is Your Day.
This Is Your Day, right.
And Tony from our day did the references for that too. You know, he did all the backgrounds and everything.
Man, for the 112?
Yeah, sure did. He sure did.
Around that time, did you do anything on that Tony Thompson album? Tony Thompson from High Five?
Yeah, you know what? No, I didn't. What Al did was he just said, you know, he was going to redo pretty much what he said he was going to do was Ooh This Love Is So off the first album, speed it up, have someone replay it, and that was it. So that's what Make Me Sweat or Sweat was all about. You know,
right.
I didn't have to really do anything over. You know.
Okay.
I just got a little writing credit, but no, I didn't get any production on that.
That sure is speed it up, huh? Now that I think about it.
That's all it is. Yeah.
The Donell Jones album, between the song that you did for Johnny Gill around '96 and the Donell song, I think that was around 2001. What projects were you working on in between that time, or did you take a break, or were you doing some other things? What were some of the things you were doing in that time period?
You know, the work definitely got, far and few between, and I took some time off around '98. I was trying to get into, do some other things outside the music industry, and I took some time off. I was really trying to get into something else, and so I wasn't working on anything. And I remember some stuff with Def Jam with Case. I was helping Case out with some stuff. We demoed maybe 1 or 2 things, but I really wasn't into it anymore by '98.